Elmo Hudson was born September 11, 2001, in Austin, Texas. His mother's name was Julie. His father was Rob. They divorced the day he was born. His brothers were Chris and Mark. But none of that shit's important. You see, there was a tragic event that went down the day Elmo was born. World Trade Center in New York City was attacked by, well, who really knows? Al-Qaeda, I guess. And thousands of people died. It would seem that this traumatic event cursed Elmo. That being born on September 11th, the day the buildings went down, labeled him another tragedy all on his own. Despite his parents divorcing on his birthday, and his whole young life being overshadowed by 9/11, he looked and acted like any other kid. He did okay in school, had a few friends, and generally had a pretty normal childhood. Then he started in school plays. This was the start of an inevitable downfall. Acting. But it wasn't so apparent yet. In fact, it was quite the opposite. Elmo won awards for his acting. The director of his 11th grade performance of Cool Hand Luke, the role of Paul Newman played in the movie, mentioned to him that he should do work outside the school and join local theater. And so he did, and acted in productions over the last year of his grade school, in both starring and supporting roles, building up his resume. 1 year later, he was in Hollywood, making movies with the big-time studios. It was incredible. Success like this is like becoming an astronaut. His first major role was playing Batman in the rebooted remake relaunch of the franchise in 2021. The following year is what started the real disaster. 20-year-old Elmo Hudson got the titular role in the new Indiana Jones reboot because Harrison Ford looked like this. Not that anyone wanted to see Harrison Ford in the role again, they just felt the character of Indiana Jones had been played out, and the role should have been retired. There was a character that belonged in the 80s and 90s. Not now. It wasn't 6 months later that Elmo took another controversial role. Oh my god. Did he really? Michael Corleone in the Godfather reboot. Directed by someoneson. You replaced Al fucking Pacino? You don't fucking replace Al. People thought The Godfather was a great movie, but it's another one that works in the time and place of when and where it was made. It'd be like remaking Lost in Translation, you know, the one directed by Sofia Coppola, and putting someone else in the Bill Murray role. Leave good movies alone. And don't even get me started on fucking prequels. And don't even get me started on fucking sequels. Anyway, this is when people started hating Elmo Hudson. His good approachable qualities became drawbacks. His nice teeth became a stupid smile. His flowing hair became an obnoxious rug.
Will somebody get this big walking carpet out of my way?
Everything was falling apart. But like Brendan Fraser, he just kept getting work. His next role was just an insult. It almost didn't even make sense. Dom Cobb in Inception? Yeah, Leo's role. Come up with something new! At this point, everyone thought they were being trolled. And Elmo Hudson was a millionaire. His millionaire luck didn't last long though. Thank fuck. It was at the premiere of his new movie, Pulp Free Fiction. Get it? Anyway, he was sitting in one of those box booth things, you know, in an old theater. The house lights went down and the movie was about to begin. And then suddenly, bang! Bang! Blammo! Shablam! All of a sudden there was absolute disorder in the theater that they realized the gunshots were real, and not some new impressive audio trick for the movies. When the lights went up, there was Elmo, shot dead. Elmo's life had begun and ended with tragedy. And some would say a life of playing legendary characters is also a terrible tragedy. The moral of the story is you can't improve perfect. So stop adding useless fucking toppings. No, the real moral of the story is stop revisiting great films. It gets honest people killed. And by honest people, I mean the spirit of movies. And my desire to take out a mortgage so I can buy a movie ticket and eat some delicious popcorn. I hope Star Wars 7 doesn't suck. Rest in peace, Elmo.